Good evening, and welcome to After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Coffee, just black. Of course, it's good to be back doing the After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. There will be no pipe tonight because, quite frankly, it's too cold out and too windy. So I'm just going to I'll just hold a pipe. How's that? I'd hold a pipe. No, it's too windy out and it's cold, and I don't want to get too far with it. But before I go on, I just want to talk about this again, my beard balm brush. This is the Paul Bunyan, comes in a nice little box, right? It's like a brush, and as you can see right now, my beard's a little out of control because it needs to have some balm put through it. It's been like this, it's been since early this morning since I've done anything. See how I just brought that into control? See that? Brought the whole beard right under control. I just wrap it back up in the wax paper and put this away because this one I keep down here, and I don't want it gets exposed to the elements. It gets cold down here. So there you go. There you go, beard balm. So I like how it feels too. It's not greasy. Need to do a little bit more there, but we'll put a little bit more on. It's not really greasy at all. I mean, it feels a little bit, but it's only when you're touching here. But man, and this one smells really good. Yeah, this one smells really good. I like the way this one smells. I like it better than the tree beard. Tree beard smells more peppermint like. But anyhow, beard balm brush. Beard balm brush. This one has beeswax, shea butter, oils, coconut, palm kernel, olive, jojoba or jojoba, whatever, argan, cedarwood, lavender, pine, and lemon. This is a really good one. I keep that one down here in my study when I want to do my beard. But the other one is just as good, and I keep that one up in the bathroom. Very good product. I really like it. All I gotta do is go in, and I'm good. Go in and brush it, and I'm good. And I can see I'm looking at the monitor. Not looking at you right now. I'm looking at the monitor. And I like it. I like the way it does my beard. So, I will put a description box. In the description box, I'll put a link to it, to Amazon, if you want to look into it. It's great. We got, today's the 17th. Tomorrow is the final day of the beard balm brush. Code John David Project. That gets you 20% off what it's already priced at. So tomorrow is the last day of the beard balm brush code John David Project. So get over to Amazon. I'll have the link on there. That link will take you directly to it, and it'll put you right into what you need to do. So with that said, we'll move on to the next segment. But first, so be unconventional. What do I mean by that? Go against the grain. Same thing. Don't be like everybody else. When someone says why, say why not. You've heard that before. When someone says you can't, do it. Prove them wrong. Be unconventional. Think outside the box. Now, it's a cliche saying, but think outside the box. More importantly, act outside the box. So I was thinking about this. And battles in the Revolutionary War and some battles in the Civil War. And we'll just use the Revolutionary War. The British would come in and they would line up. And they'd have men that go in the front. They have their muskets. They load them. They kneel down. They bring their muskets up. Ones behind them have theirs loaded. They point them. And then there was people behind them. And they would march forward as the muskets were fired off. And then the Americans on the other side would do the same thing. And they'd line up. 50 yards from each other. That's stupid. How dumb was that? The militiamen said, nah, we're going to be different. We're going to fight them guerrilla style, guerrilla warfare style. Why do you think we won the Revolutionary War? It's because men like that. They were unconventional. They thought outside the box. Think outside the box. Do outside the box. Don't be mediocre. Don't be like everybody else. Everybody can do the same thing, and it's the same thing over and over and over. Boring. Boring. Don't like it. Boring. Mix it up. I like what George Bruno says. George says, and I'm quoting him, I'm a changeaholic. I get bored, I gotta change it up. It's funny. If anybody can think outside the box, there's the man that can think outside the box. Someone asked him why he shaved his long beard off. And he said, because I'm a changeaholic. It's time to move on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, things work well, but sometimes you get bored. And you need to change it up. You need to do something different. What I'm telling you is, don't be like everybody else. I've made some changes. I've taken some hits for those changes. But I'm not going to be like everybody else. I got so much more to offer. I got so much more to explore. So many more things to share, to do, to be. I've never been that guy that just falls in line and goes right along with it. I've always questioned. And I questioned not to be a smartass. I questioned to learn. One of the biggest problems we have today in our culture is that everybody wants to march in line. They don't want to ruffle any feathers. They don't want to. They just want to. I don't want confrontation. I don't want to do. Suck it up, Buttercup. It's time to man up. Men need to be men. You are the alpha. Act like it. We're losing the generations below us. We need to step up to the plate. We need to teach our younger men how to be men. And some of you think I'm full of crap. I don't care. Look at where it's gotten us. Look at where it has gotten us. We have feminized masculinity. There is a group of men out there trying to make a difference. Trying to change attitudes, mindsets. You can call me crazy. You can call me, conspiracy theory guy. No, no. You live in a demented, unrealistic world. You need to live in reality. Reality is this, my friend. You're a man. As far as the world sees, you're a pervert. You're not to be masculine. You're to be feminine. You're not to lead your family. You're to be led by your family. Oh, biggest load of garbage. I'm not saying overthrow women, and I'm not saying oppress women. Good God, don't misinterpret that. What I am saying is, men, wake up. Did you notice when men stopped being men? It started back in the 50s. And then the feminazis came around in the 60s. Yeah. They burned their bras. We're equal. It's not how it was designed to be. I'm not a chauvinist. It's time for men to be men. Yeah, you need to love your wife. Yes, you need to respect women. Treat them right. Real men do that. Real men don't beg their women for anything. We've turned men in this country into a bunch of buffoons on TV. And that TV has raised our children. And this is how they view themselves. And then we wonder what's wrong. And then we wonder why. Why they're not as productive. Why they sit around, shrink into their shell, and play their video games. Because the reality of their life is they are taught, indoctrinated in the schools, in the media, the wrong things about men. Say what you want. Believe what you will, but I'm right. Call me what you want, but I'm right. Excuse me. You got a long mustache like mine. Tend to get everything. I need to get one of those glasses with the four corners on it. Anyhow, I mentioned George Bruno. I'm going to put his information in the description box too. Check him out. Check him out. You want to get unstuck? You want to get back to reality? You want to be the leader of your family? Stay tuned. Oh God, we got another lunatic on the YouTube. No. Lunacy is those that follow along with the program and don't question it. Sometimes we got to ask ourselves, is this the right thing? Well, thank you again for joining me. I appreciate it. That was my little ramble. I will see y'all tomorrow. At some point. We're going to do some exercises together, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great evening. Let's man up.